Hey guys, it's Dana from the Run Eat Drink podcast at runeatdrink.net. This is Quick Bite number 72, a chat with David Carroll, the owner of Red State Barbecue. David was kind enough to sit down with Aimee for a few minutes and talk about how he got into the barbecue business, talk about the business himself, the menu, some of his inspirations, and it was a really nice time. The audio you're about to hear is taken from the video interview. If you want to catch the full video interview, check out our social media channels. We'll have the video posted on Facebook, probably parts of it on Instagram, and definitely on our YouTube channel. Hope you enjoy.
We have just had an amazing meal courtesy of this man, David Carroll, the owner of Red State Barbecue, and his team. And he's decided that he has maybe a couple of minutes to sit down and chat with us.
Yeah, it's a Saturday, but it's okay.
It's a Saturday, but it's okay. We'll keep it short. Tell us how you came to own this restaurant from your radio background. How did that happen?
Well, honestly, my whole life's kind of been in restaurants and radio. My first job when I was 15 years old was in the restaurant business, washing dishes. And so it's always been kind of a part of my life. And even though I ended up working in radio professionally, I had a client that owned a restaurant, this one owned this one. And I helped him out in the very beginning. He didn't forget it. And so when it came time for him to sell, he contacted me and asked me if I wanted to buy it.
Yeah. And what has been the best part of the last 6 years of owning this place?
Wow. Probably just the variety of people that we get from not only the U.S., but international. I mean, we get so many people, and it's so interesting to talk to so many different people. And of course, they sign their names on the walls, and thankfully, we hit it with the food, and so it makes for a good time for all.
So you get people from all around. You're right off of I-75 here in Lexington.
Correct. Yes.
So you get people, you get local crowd that come back and see you again and again, and then you get tourists, much like we are, visiting here for Run The Bluegrass. Tell us about your menu.
Okay. The menu, at its very core, it's the most simplistic part is the standard pork, brisket, chicken, ribs, sausage. But then also, we do some things that are creative. We have a beer cheese brisket sandwich. Beer cheese is indigenous to the Central Kentucky area. It's something that's been around for 50, 60, 70 years that a lot of people love here. And so we include that on a couple sandwiches. But that's also, we find that in some of our sides. Our sides are mostly picnic sides. So you're going to find stuff like potato salad, coleslaw, mac and cheese, greens, green beans, and so.
But there's this corn pudding you have. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and that's been a staple of the menu from the get-go.
Oh, and the beer cheese. Oh, it is unlike any other that we've had. So, but you also have original sauces for your meat.
Correct. We started out originally, we had Memphis Sweet, Texas Spicy, and it was South Carolina Mustard. And so we realized as we were getting busier, we were going to have more sauces because there were so many different people that they loved the regional barbecue. So that's what they wanted. So of course we had to have a Kentucky. So we have Kentucky Small Batch, which has 4-year-old Jim Beam in it, so it has Kentucky bourbon. Then we also have an Alabama white sauce, and ours is fairly traditional, but we also have horseradish in there, so it gives a little bit of bite. And then of course we added North Carolina spicy vinegar because that's very popular in North Carolina with the way they do their barbecue. And then the last one is Capram Fire, and that one is a hot barbecue sauce, which has a local craft brewery. One of their beers included is called Nacho Bait. It also has extra habanero.
That's Country Boy?
Country Boy Brewing.
Yes, and those beers are also here with your awesome barbecue. But now, the sauces, like one of them, your wife had a hand in making or made it?
She's got family in North Carolina, and so the North Carolina spicy vinegar, that was her recipe.
That's great. And you, it's not just your wife, but your staff also has some input on. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, we actually just came off of a sandwich showdown, which we had a Sweet 16 of sandwiches. So hopefully you can enjoy this.
It's like March Madness, but not. I don't know. No.
We had 16 sandwiches that were entered, and so we had a playoff, and we had a lot of great sandwiches that the staff came up with, and now they're ones that we can put on special. Customers ended up loving a lot of them.
Yeah.
And the young man, he's actually working today, Xavier, his sandwich won, and that is called the Memphis Porker, and it's a pork sandwich with Memphis sweet. It's got the beer cheese and also 2 onion rings and pickles. And customers love it.
Oh, wow. It sounds amazing. And you have great sauce. And people come from all over and they write on the walls.
Yeah.
How did that start?
Well, we actually started out, we had one wall back near the back. You had a couple of local dignitaries that signed it. A former UK basketball player that also played in the NBA, Kenny Skywalker, signed it. And then it took about a year, but then all of a sudden it just took off. And everything that was white in this building, all of a sudden it was written on. And people just love it. They absolutely love it. So because they come back and they look for their signatures.
Yeah.
One of the greatest things is if you see somebody walk through that front door and they've never been in here before, and they don't expect it from what you see on the outside, right?
Yeah.
And their faces just light up, and they're just like, oh my God.
It gives it such character, and it's such just. You feel at home here.
Yeah.
My dad would love this place. I hope we get to come back to Red State Barbecue, because what you have created here, you and your staff, and you have a food truck too?
We have a catering and food truck.
Yeah. So if people are coming here, like people who are watching the show right now, if they are planning on coming to Run the Bluegrass or other races, or just planning to stop on through, how can they find out more about you?
Okay, well, you can go to redstatebbq.com. You can also visit our Facebook page.
Okay.
We're pretty prolific on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And then also, just do a simple Google search and usually be able to find us. We're 2 minutes off of I-75, 2 minutes from the worst part.
Yeah.
So we're pretty easy to get to.
A top barbecue joint right here in Lexington, Kentucky. David, thank you for taking time to talk with us on the show. And we will link to all the information about Red State Barbecue on our website at runnydrink.net. Thank you so much.
Thank you.